Hey there, Capcom Unity.
Hello.
Brelston here, along with
Gregaman here.
cohort Gregaman. And what we've got in store for you right now is a look at this Mega Man 10 leaderboard speedrun contest we did basically through the end of 2013. It was, I think, the end of September, early October, and ran all the way through December, where people would log on each week. We would specify which boss to play and which platform, Xbox or PS3. And we had 8 of these statues to give away. And the top time on our friends list, Minish Capcom on Xbox 360 and Capcom_Unity on PS3, won one of these statues. These were a very limited edition last year. You probably saw them at San Diego Comic-Con or PAX. They were around there, I think, as well. They sold out pretty quick, but they were also on the Capcom store. Shop.capcom.com, everybody. But these guys got one for free. So what we're going to do is watch. These are the top performers. These are the people who won, the 8 folks who actually topped the leaderboards each week. And there were some really great back and forths.
Yeah.
And like I'd give an update each Wednesday and be like, hey, this guy's in first now, but you've got 48 hours to top this. So let's go into, I'll cut over to this video now, and we'll get started here on, this is Sheepman Xbox 360. So SlurpeeNinja is guy there on top with used pizzas below him. You can see right there 202 is the time, 202.98. 3-second difference roughly, and this is our first winner. So this kind of set the stage for how these things would work. Sheepman, one of my favorite stages in Mega Man 10, actually.
It's unconventional.
But this is making great use of just a feature that's on Mega Man 10, which is the input replays, where you can watch the top performers. And actually see, like, well, how do they do it? How do they get that time? Oh, well, this is how.
Really a great feature that, I don't see talked about enough.
Yeah, it's a great feature. I love it, because you can really just be like, I'm bored, what should I do? I never did watch all the not Junk Man, that's Mega Man 7. Like Pump Man, I never did watch the top 3 players. I wonder what they did, and so forth. So already you can see SlurpeeNinja here using the triple blade man's weapon to great effect. And that comes up a lot, where if you jump, it'll actually shoot the arrows down, the blades down,
right.
And if you do it standing, it'll go up. Uses it you'll see that over and over again with speedruns. And also little things like that, like jumping so you can go through the ground with the momentum of already falling instead of just falling flat. And obviously using Rush Jet there to speed through, just not even platforming. Why would it do that?
Yeah, they use the I don't know the names as well as you do. What's the wheel thing?
Oh, the wheel cutter. That's Nitro Man. But yeah, that's used all the time in traversal.
It's amazing
like,
how much
forget your
you
stairs.
just skip over stuff.
Yeah, look at that. That's such a cool. I like to think of it as a nod to Wheel Gator in Mega Man X2. Now you see
the very economic use of the Rush Jet throughout.
That's what I love. Some of these are like down to the last couple of pellets. I don't know what you call those little chips in the. I do love this though. This is another great well, not that one, but this one. There we go. Just the best way to go about triggering these so that they fall in the precise order. That's really cool. And as you know, Sheepman weak against the rebound striker. I've already selected it here. And since SlurpeeNinja knows pretty much exactly where Sheepman's going to jump, a few well-placed rebound strikers, boom, 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 and then spam, 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 and there he goes. So yeah, that's
truly humbling.
That's Sheepman down to science. 202.98.
Wow.
Handed solid victory. Blade Man, Duckfist. This was on PS3. This was a super close, I think a 3-way or 2-way tie between first and second.
It's a matter of milliseconds.
Yeah,
right?
it definitely gets down to milliseconds. I actually meant to pause it there so we could see, but I'll do it again. Don't you worry. Again, their wheel. I almost called it the Wheel Gator. This is one of those fun themed levels though, where you really get, because sometimes a Mega Man level will be like, wait, what was the theme for this stage again? Garbage.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but this having all these little nods to axes and blades and stuff was just like, oh right, it's Blade.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Yeah, the rebound striker destroys that boss. I think that little Mario reference there.
Yeah, I think it might be. That was incredible, by the way.
Yeah, the rebound striker just makes quick use of that, quick work of that. This is pretty nice too. So also there, knowing precisely which enemies you can just kind of ignore versus oh, I just need to only take out this one.
You'll also see some strategic damage. People take damage for strategic purposes.
Yeah. Yeah, to either just walk through or get around something that would otherwise slow you down. And again, the Rush Jet is kind of ignoring the spikes. And this is like the amount he gets right up on the spikes where I'd be like, surely, I mean, I wouldn't dare to tread that close.
Yeah.
So we're already up near up on Blade Man. So let's see, Duckfist going for a quick time, just under 2 minutes it looks like. Oh yeah, and this just destroying their commando bomb, and down he goes.
Wow.
What was the total time there? 138.46. Well done, Duckfist. Here we have Strike Man, and there's a good example of used pizzas and SlurpeeNinja, who were flip-flopped back on Cheap Man stage. Look at that difference. It's
less than a second.
Less than a second. And it really comes down to just those very tiny, like, minute decisions. And another thing that'll come into play, we'll see a little bit later, where there's a very clear instance of... You could call it an exploit. There's definitely some argument over whether or not it's valid to use in leaderboard runs.
Oh,
but well, we'll see. It's basically how I start to feel about, like, with F-Zero GX and the snaking thing, where it's like snaking is in the game. Same thing with Mario Kart. You can kind of use. I mean, it's not quite the same in Mario Kart, but it's like, well, is it an exploit if it's in the game? Are you really cheating? It's not cheating because it's in the game.
I feel like, in particular with games like this, that you know, are sort of a celebration of.
And it, like,
brutality.
Well, brutality, and also just like thinking on your feet and creative solutions to challenging problems.
I feel like all is fair.
Yeah.
In the NES era, which includes NES throwbacks.
Yeah. I do love this stage though. Strike Man. Okay, so every Mega Man, not all of them. Yeah, that's pretty cool too. I do love this mini boss though. This is fun. Reminds me a little bit of the Mega Man 3 final boss with the hands coming out.
Oh yeah.
But Strike Man reminds me of, like, most Mega Man games at some point started having, like, you could call it the gag boss or the silly one. It's just kind of like the one that you just kind of go tee-hee and are like that, like Charge Man in Mega Man 5 is like, yeah, he's got a train engine for a head. That's a little goofy, so fine. 10 is the one where I'm like, which one is the... Because Strike
There's
Man,
like half of them. Like,
Strike Man's pretty fun and silly, as you'll see here. He's a baseball. But then Nitro Man is a motorcycle for a chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Nitro Man. I think
Sheep Man is a sheep robot. Like, there's so many, like, silly things. So yeah, there's Strike Man down. I do love Strike Man's design, and I love his animations too. It's super fun. Just the way he exaggeratedly throws the baseball. 140.98. Good job, used pizzas. Solar Man. Look at that. Look at that.
What?
Less than a second. A three-way tie. Milliseconds.
The first and second.
Yeah, first and second is insane. And this was a great back and forth the whole week. Like, you could, like, the comment section on Capcom Unity, they were just back and forth like, holy crap, I don't know if I'm going to pull this off.
Yeah.
But this is actually from that TO38. That's our friend Skybane Zero.
Oh, cool. He's Skybane.
Hi.
I hope you're watching.
He's an all-around cool dude who actually is a local. And,
yeah, he's come and visit a couple of times.
He's visited our office a few times to say hi and take pictures of our Mega Man statue and all kinds of fun stuff. When we had our Monster Hunter gatherings here.
Drop off gifts.
Yeah, he made little bead things for us.
Well, he delivered.
He delivered them.
Made by another friend, but he also sent the fan-made Legends remixed album.
Oh yeah,
remix slash
the packaging on it is really cool. Anyway,
still on my desk.
His speedrun. Oh, this is my favorite mini boss of the entire. I just love this dynamic of these two guys back and forth, and I mean, pretty much just rolled them. But it's a cool interaction. But this is expert play, like knowing precisely when and where to use all these different rush adapters. The wheel, like, oh, that's so masterfully done. And also just the confidence with which you jump forward and not stop. Like, the unbroken stride on this screen is very impressive. And then just take the hit because whatever. It's certainly not worth fighting that enemy and clearing it. Again, ascending and then using the wheel gator. And just using the little thunder wool to take and deciding, like, that's probably the fastest way of all the options that Mega Man has at his disposal, the 8 weapons plus the rush adapters. It's like knowing this is the one that will get me, that will shave one millisecond off of the time. I think it's just super cool. So, Solar Man weak against Pump Man, Water Shield. Bloop, bloop, and he's gonna go down. Mega Man fights always look a little less spectacular when you know their weakness, but that's part of the fun is knowing exactly what weapon to use. I mean, that's what I loved as a kid. 142.11. And actually, really quick, I'll pause this before we go in. Nope, that's the statue we won, but Skyman actually sent a picture of there it is sitting in his home. So that is IRL, actual victory, victory pose. So yeah, here we go with Commando Man, ZetaPyro. This is another very close. Actually, this is the closest. 2 milliseconds, I think, was the difference between number 1 and 2.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, we were thinking about doing another video, which is actually putting these things head to head. So we'll probably do that soon. Commando Man is another one of these great gimmick stages of just having this, sandstorm.
Yes. My favorite song.
Yeah. Will the YouTube audio scrubber thing pick that up and charge us or something?
You can never tell these days. Yeah.
I am doing a horrible job of it, so there's that. Water shield, just being, again, that unbroken stride of being able to just run through, and each one of those little dots takes a hit. So much better than the leaf shield.
And it's like, it's great watching these, because even if you can't ever even come close to these times, you definitely learn a lot of useful tips. Like anyone can use the bubble. What's the weapon called again? The water thing?
Water shield.
The water shield.
Yeah.
Anyone can use that there.
Yeah.
And like Rush Jet for that sandstorm.
That was great. Darude, I have the album with Sandstorm on it, and then he had a second album after that. And much of my college was spent listening to those CDs, so shout out to 2002.
Yeah.
And 3 and some of 4. They were good. Look, they were era appropriate.
They're timeless, surely. Make no mistake.
I'm not saying I have them in my car right now, but I might. Commando Man destroyed quickly ZetaPyro, 136.71. And here we have Nitro Man. This is a PS3 BandiTomas, and again, very close. 143.58, 143.63, 143.86. You'll hear from Condorado again, don't you worry.
Yeah.
But we'll get back into this.
Oh, it's like Mega Man X.
Oh, we were done with that.
It kind of reminds me of the intro stage.
Yeah.
Mega Man X.
So my new video idea is I'm just going to hum the hits from Mega Man's past.
That'll do.
I'm done. I'm no Smooth McGroove. Let's move on. This is a cool stage though. I love the idea of traffic and that the chill spike actually does act as like tire spikes and it stops them completely in his tracks. That's a nice effect.
I'm not sure I knew that actually.
That's the kind of stuff you learn by watching speedruns.
Yeah.
And again, I just love that 10 has this feature where you can actually go in and watch this stuff.
I wonder how many of these people tuned in for my playthrough of 10. Went back when we did that because they must have been cringing their way through it.
Well, I mean, like look at that. They throw the chill spike, boom.
Jeez.
That's pretty cool. Oh, that's so great. Again, just knowing precisely of all 8 options which one. Like there's so much going on here where it's not just like knowing where to jump, how to avoid the enemies. It's like what enemies are necessary for the critical path, the critical like a racing line through like the fastest path through the stage. It's I have 8 available options. Like why use that versus the blades, the triple blade, or do they both kind of do the same? And this is actually a flourish that's a personal choice.
Yeah.
Either way, there's a merit of art there.
Yeah, I love when you occasionally see them do something just for the hell of it.
Yeah, just little flourish. See, Nitro Man, like he's kind of a Charge Man, riff of like he's a transportation thing that has destroyed. Nitro Man down. BandiTomas getting that wheel cutter. 143.58. So here we have Chill Man. So SlurpeeNinja is at the top, but SlurpeeNinja won the first one. One of the rules for the video, or not the video, that's what we're doing now. One of the rules for the contest was you can only win once because we don't want, if there was someone who was just really, really damn good, and all of these guys were, I don't want one person winning 8 statues.
Yeah,
like, we should spread the wealth. So RockMegaMaster came in and won this one. This actually does bring up. We'll go ahead and start it. This does bring up the point I was bringing up earlier about exploits or, and it's not quite the same. I was mentioning F-Zero GX. It's not the same idea because what's happening in a lot of these is you can pause or go into the menus, like the minus button on the Wii or whatever. It's so cool. What normally takes 2 jumps can be broken with these.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Man, look at that.
God.
Just knowing the precise path and the best option of so many different things going on. But what's happening here is some of these weapons have a rate of fire, especially the solar flare, the solar blaze that Solar Man has. And you'll see when he's fighting Chill Man at the end. But what can happen is you can pause the game and the clock stops. And it actually, you go into the menu and you can, like, if you switch and switch back very quickly, it kind of almost like canceling.
Yeah.
Or like getting rid of a recoil effect or something, or a charge down.
And that's faster than just...
And yeah, especially for the Solar Blade, it's like you're kind of supposed to be kept in line with the rate of fire, but you can kind of get around it by switching back and forth very quickly. But there's no way to really distinguish on the leaderboard who is using that and who is not, because the speedrun input replays, yeah, so all that was really cool. I talked over all of that, but I'm sorry. Very well done. RockMegaMaster. But see, you'll see here, I think this is the one where you'll see him switching back and forth. See, it goes whoop, 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 and that's getting the rate of fire, able to just really get in there and destroy him faster than the weapon would normally detonate. But 139.05.
Jeez.
And then finally, Pump Man, Condorado, 130.
Oh, yeah, I covered this one.
Yes, this is, I was out, so you handled this one. Actually, as of this recording, I think we're still trying to get the address for this person to send them their statue. So if you're watching, please contact Gregaman and tell him to send your statue, because it's just sitting here. It's waiting for you.
It's true.
You clearly won.
I've seen it.
We have proof that you won. I'd say that's what we're watching. That's all. Pump Man, as you can see, takes place in the water. And I love when, like, using the weapon of the stage that you get from that stage in the stage. This is pushing the boundaries of if I just fly out of the stage.
It must be so disappointing for that robot master, too, when you get to him and he realizes that you already have
it's like, what was
his secret weapon.
What the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
Those things, when they pop in like that, remind me of Metroid 1, the things that protect Mother Brain. They have a name, and I forgot.
Metroids.
I was 7 when that came out, so I don't really recall the name of those particular enemies. But you have to shoot missiles at them.
Ridleys.
Yeah. Ridleys, and I think one of them was a Samus. So Pump Man here, this was the last. So each of these was over the course of a week. So this is 8 weeks of Mega Man play crammed into one video here. And again, knowing exactly where he's going to be. And Pump Man, not long for this world.
Yeah.
Pump Man is down.
Should have known better than to stand in the lightning and pump.
Pump more water into it. So that
130.23,
that's the end. Hey, there's some mild cartoon violence. That was just a reminder to tell you, like, you just saw cartoon violence. But yeah, thanks everyone for participating in this in the weekly challenges. It was a lot of fun to host, and a lot of fun to get those statues out. The statue itself was a little pet project of the community team, and me and the creative services folks put that together, and it was well received. We just premiered it at PAX East 2013, and got revised over the coming months by looking at feedback from fans and stuff. So that was a nice little victory there to get that out the door as a personal project. I was very happy.
There were also the soundtracks. You might as well bring those.
Oh
up
yeah,
too,
so I worked with Overclocked Remix. We got mm25.ocremix.org. It's a great soundtrack, fully licensed Overclocked Remix soundtrack, and also mm25 Mega Man Rocks, where I got to work with Proto Men, the Megas, Mega Ran, Bit Brigade, like these amazing artists, and make a new album of some new music, some remastered music, but that's great stuff on Amazon, iTunes. I mean, they're great pieces of music. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed these leaderboard. But yeah, these are all on Mega Man 10. If you just turn it on and go look, you can actually I've eaten dinner and just been like, I'm gonna watch all of like that kind of stuff. Like the Fight channel on Street Fighter. Like, yeah, you can watch the replays and stuff. Fight request or Fight replay. Super Street Fighter 4, everybody. That's all. But again, a quick shout out to all the winners. Everybody was super awesome and kept it very sportsmanlike, and they just encouraged each other to do better every week, and it was so much fun. SlurpeeNinja, Duckfist, usedpizzas, Skybane, ZetaPyro, BandiTomas, RockMegaMaster, and Condorado. Thank you very much. We'll hopefully have some more contests like this in the future on CapcomUnity.com. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. You can also watch a ton of various other videos on this channel, especially little Monster Hunter videos that we've been doing with Yuri for 3 Ultimate. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys later.